Audio Jungle.
What's going on, everybody? Well, great Matt Saloon Drinks. I'm your host, Matt. Let's have some fun. So I have right here in front of me Henry Mckenna bourbon whiskey. Got the big boy. I got the old liter whole bourbon whiskey. I came across this in my local store. Decided to share with you all, of course, about this beautiful, wonderful bourbon. Right off the bat, we're going to talk a little about the history. Then we're going to talk about the aroma and the beautiful taste of this great bourbon. We got Henry Mckenna bourbon whiskey sour mash. Established on the bottle, it says 1855. 40% alcohol right off the bat. It's an awesome, cool bottle. It's what drew me to it. I looked at it, I was like, I'm gonna get that. And the price is fairly reasonable. It wasn't that bad at all. So I scooped it up. So, talk about the history a little bit. This is Heaven Hill Distillery. You guys know anything about Heaven Hill Distillery? It is the largest independent family-owned bourbon distillery in the world. To me, that's something. At the historic illustrations of the 17th Street, Brick Ridge Street in downtown Louisville site, Heaven Hills, the world's largest independent family-owned bourbon distillery, produces 1,300 barrels of bourbon a day. That's a lot of bourbon, a lot of whiskey. Same thing. That's really neat. In 1934, a group of investors approached Moss George Gray, David and Ed Shepard with an opportunity to create a distillery. Their possession was simple. If the Shepards would have built their business, accumulate as a department store retails, would contribute $17,500 to start up the business. Back then, that was a lot of money. Back in 1934, that was a lot of money. For being members of the re-owned Jim Beam Bourbon making family oversaw the distillery process in 1935. It was Joe and Henry Beam who bought and set standard for quality. In 1946, Ed Shepard signed Earl Beam to the job of Heaven Hill Master Distillery. Earl would spend 29 years in the post helping Heaven Hill establish distillery legacy as of it is today. That's just like a little inside of the history. Heaven Hill Distillery also does all kinds of other whiskeys and brands. I'm talking about Ritter House, Heaven Hill, Birmingham Original, Lancey, Parker's Heritage Collection. The list goes on and on. I mean, they do more than just one certain bourbon. They have several. So That's really neat. I really love that part. So, let's shut this off. Enough about a little about the history, which is beautiful history. Let's get with the aroma and the taste. It's a turn-off cap, spin-off cap. Ooh, that's a little bit more than I wanted. Oh well. Oh well. I love this bottle. It just drew me right in. I was like, oh yeah. And the price drew me in too. I think it was like maybe $30, maybe. I don't know. It was. I was like, hey, why not? Okay. Smell the oak. Smell the fire. Smell something else like a vanilla. This is the first time I've ever had this, by the way. This is the first time ever. A vanilla or a caramel right there. It's really good smell though. It's a really good smell. It's not too heavy. It's not too hard. It's not too soft either. It smells really good. Wow. A little light all the way through. Not so heavy. I taste bourbon. I taste the oak. Of course I taste bourbon. Duh. I taste something's there though. I don't know what that could be. A vanilla or caramel? Or I mean, it's just very light though. It's not. Yeah, caramel or the vanilla I taste right up front. But it's very light. Like it's not very potent. It's not like wow right there. It's very smooth though. You know, a couple of these I'm gonna be feeling pretty good. So, you know, I got a double going on right here. So, yeah, I mean, 2 thumbs up because the history alone gives me 2 thumbs up because I just love reading history like that. Stuff that started so long ago and still going on today. I love that. Me personally, I love the newer stuff too, and I think I just like the history about bourbon, whiskey. I just love it. But cheers to this, man. This is good stuff. Haha, there we go. I like it. 2 thumbs up with this. Caramel, vanilla, and the oak. Right up, yeah. But it's light. It's not overpowering the palate. It's just the notes are there, but they're not over stimulating the tongue that much, which I like. So, put in the comments below, please, if you have tried this. If you haven't, I suggest you to try it because it is a good bourbon for the price. I mean, ain't the top notch and ain't the freaking lowest, but I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, it's from the world's largest distillery in Kentucky. Come on. So, please, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that beautiful bell, and cheers to y'all. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all, see y'all next time.